What is up, you guys? Rack here, and today I wanted to show a video going over my go-to dual blades build that I've been using for pretty much most of in-game now. Some of these items probably do have better things you can do to it a little bit. This is pretty much just going over the basis of it and things you kind of want to focus on. Dual blades aren't really much different from regular Rise. I mean, we got two new moves. We got Iron Silk Bind. I think I said that right. Basically, it's the one where you can just sharpen your weapons while moving and evading things. But the real thing we want to look at is Spiral Slash, because that is a ridiculous amount of damage that dual blades can get. So, specifically, what causes us to do that? We're going to go ahead and move over to our status list. We have a lot of skills that are basically increasing our critical damage and things that we can do. So, this has Critical Eye, our water attack, critical boost, weakness exploit, critical element, stamina thief, speed sharpening, and chain crit. And then we also have 2 points into protective polish and evade extender. And I believe I may have slotted the flinch free in. You probably can find something better to slot in for yourself. But I just had some level 1 slots that I probably was using, and I probably just go ahead and win through those in there just as a why not. These skills really are really good because with dual blades, you are hitting your opponent a lot, so your sharpness can go down relatively quick. Try to get the full 3 levels of protective polish if you can, depending on the gems and stuff you have. The current loadout I have as far as armor and stuff does not allow me to get full protective polish. It would be sacrificing a few things, but it's one point we're missing. So long as you can kind of keep up with your sharpness gauge, you should be pretty much fine. You wouldn't have to really worry about anything as much. But yeah, you also want to boost your water attack. So as a base, our water attack is 78. Now here's the special thing that they buffed about the dual blades in Sunbreak, is that the demon modes have 2 distinct things they can do. Regular demon mode gives you status and an elemental boost, while feral demon mode will give you a raw damage and affinity boost, I believe. I'm not sure how much these do exactly, but us out of demon mode is a regular flat 78. Now we're going to trigger demon mode, and you see we have 104 now, which is really good because on top of this, we also have our gem that we are slotting into this weapon. So now we're going to go over to our equipment info, and you'll see right there in our rampage slot, we have element exploit. So we're doing extra damage to a monster depending on their element weakness. So that's probably even more damage that we're doing. So for the gear, you don't really need super specific things. You really could probably get away with some things. Luckily, I got a really good roll on my talisman. It has weakness exploit and 1 point into chain crit. And the Archfiend armor from the last boss, I won't say the boss's name out of spoilers, but these two really went hand in hand because they basically fill each other out, and I don't have to worry about 2 really good skills. Then we have the Teostra helmet, which is really good. As you can see, I have speed sharpening and water attack on that, but the Teostra helmet is really good because it gives us 3 levels of critical eye, which is insane. There are a couple that do this, but you kind of want critical boost more, so that is a thing. The Alucanth armor also gives us 3 levels in critical eye, and it also gives us our 1 point in critical element, so we don't have to worry about getting a critical element in there. Then we also have our Espionage gloves. This chest has Foray. Really, you get it for protective polish, 2 points into that. And Foray is also helpful for me personally because I have my Palico and Palamute doing paralysis damage, and whenever the monster's paralyzed, we do get more attack power, so it's really good. Then we obviously have Archfiend armor, and then we also have Rajang's legs, which has 2 levels of critical boost, which synergizes with this perfectly. So this is kind of made for you to do your critical hit damage. So once again, this is just showing off all the skills in total. Now, this isn't particularly hard to run dual blades. There's not anything special you want to do. It's typical dual blade stuff. Just maintain your stamina bar, do your damage, and you should be good, because this does do a lot of damage. And this can also be slotted in depending on whatever weapon element you're doing. We can go ahead and roll over to my weapons real quick to show that off. Yeah, as you can see, I have been grinding. I have a lot of good weapons. Typically with the dual blades and weapons, specifically for this build, you want to go after the dual blades that have high elemental damage and also a level 3 rampage slot, because without a level 3 rampage slot, we can't get element exploit. Some dual blades I am kind of ignoring due to that. I wish the Espionage dual blades would have gotten that because we get no slots. I feel like these dual blades would be great if we could get the element exploit on them, but maybe they'll patch that or buff that in an update, hopefully. But yeah, I've also had these thunder blades. They have most of the dual blades are pretty good. These typically the main ones I'm gonna say to probably go after is magma Almudron. I forget, Magmadron, I think his name is, I believe, I could be wrong. And regular Almudron, they have really high elemental damage, and they both have level 3 rampage slots. Another one you can go after is, where is it? The Snow Ravine, which is from Lagombi, which also has 2 regular spots and also has level 3 rampage slots, which is just really good. Yeah, like a lot of the weapons for dual blades, while they are fine and high in affinity, some are just lacking in slots. And so, you know, more slots, more things you can do. Like specifically with these Snow Ravines, I can fully max out almost all of our important skills. So I put one into critical eye, and then I can put one into speed sharpening, and then I also can get a element exploit on it. So these are really good. It is white sharpness, but if you threw in a little bit of handicraft, I do believe you can get the purple sharpness, which could boost up your damage even more. Most of these so far are only white sharpness, but some are purple, but you are losing out on the element exploit. It's completely up to you, and you're losing out on some element damage. Once again, it's one of those things where it's up to you, but I want to get the most element damage we can possibly do. So that's pretty much just the build. What I'm going to do now, we're just probably going to go on a hunt. It probably won't be a afflicted monster because I don't want the video to go on for super long. I already want to kind of keep these videos in between like 10 to 12 minutes. I'm going to do the best as I can to kill whatever monster we fight really quickly, just to show off how much damage you can possibly do. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It helps out a lot, and I will see you guys in the next one.